Hello, everyone. I'm Caitlin, and I will be guiding us through our chair yoga session for the day. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable and have a seat in the chair that you're going to be using. Just sit however you'd like to for starters, and we'll get a little movement into our bodies, and then we will meditate for a couple of minutes. So sit however you would like. Start by bringing your fingertips towards the floor. And then as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, bring them down. And if you're comfortable with this, go ahead and close your eyes and really tune in to what this feels like, to what your breathing feels like, and what all those sensations of stretch feel like. And we're cultivating a sharper quality of attention here through doing the yoga practice. And we're giving ourselves this time to really just immerse ourselves in this experience that we're having right now. All right, bring your arms on down, you can open the eyes and just roll your shoulders a couple of times. This can be super slow or it can be faster. Just do it in a way that feels good to your shoulders. Okay, and then from here, if you're not already, sit all the way back in your chair so that you are leaning back. Just make your feet and your hands comfortable and close your eyes. And we'll continue to sharpen the quality of our attention, which is really what meditation is. So start to notice what it feels like as you sit in this chair. Notice what the chair feels like itself. Notice what your feet feel like against the floor. Notice what your hands feel like on your legs. Notice what the front of your face feels like, and let that soften. Let any tension in the face soften. Notice the feeling of your clothes. And then notice the texture of the air around you, wherever you can feel it. The touch of the air, maybe any movement of the air. And then finally, bring your attention to your breath. And don't try to change your breath at all. Let it do whatever it wants to do. But follow along with it. Keep your attention with it as you breathe in and you breathe out. And let that be your meditation for a few cycles of breath. That we're just going to sharpen the quality of our attention that we're paying to just our breathing right now. And continue to let go of any tension in your face. Relax the jaw. And we'll do a few cleansing breaths together. So we will inhale a nice full breath through the nose, and then when we exhale, we'll open the mouth and exhale through the mouth. And it can be on a sigh. You can even make a sound as you exhale, whatever you're comfortable with. So go ahead and empty your breath out. Now inhale, nice deep breath through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And one more time, inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. And then just let the mouth relax. Let your eyes relax. And feel yourself, or feel that part of yourself that you start to settle into when we slow our attention down, when we pay a little bit more attention. We come into that quiet and calm part of ourselves, that very steady, um, the part of ourselves where there's no waves. There's no wave making. It's just very relaxed and still. And then go ahead and let your eyes open. And while we're here, let's stay with your back leaning back against the chair. Bring the hands together. So this is Namaste hands. And then go ahead and inhale and lift your arms straight up overhead. And then exhale and bring them all the way down. Now we're going to just take the right arm up and out in front of you and then start to move that arm out to the side. And you want to move it out to the side till you feel a nice stretch in your shoulder, the very upper part of that right chest. And then bring it in front and release it down. And then take the left arm and begin to open that left arm as much as you can, or I should say as much as you want, till you get a really good feeling stretch in the left shoulder, left upper chest, and then bring it in front of you, let it come on down. We're going to add to that. So lift the right arm again, open it on up where you want it. Now this time, take your fingers and flex your fingers back behind you. So we're bringing the stretch into the wrist and the hand, and turn your head to the left. That should feel really good, and then release everything and shake it out a bit. And take that left arm out. Take the arm out as much as you want. Now take your fingers back as well, and then look to the right. So you're looking out kind of over the right shoulder. Breathe into that stretch, enjoy. And then release everything back in front and shake your hands out a little. Take your hands together into Namaste hands or prayer pose. And then inhale, lift it all the way up. And exhale and come all the way down. And let's sit up. So coming a little bit forward on your chair. So we're not leaning against the back of the chair anymore. And then just start to shake out or shimmy out your feet along the floor. Get a little vibration in your legs and your feet. All right, we're going to take the arms out. Now bend your elbows, bring your fingertips to your shoulders, okay? And we're going to start to roll those shoulders back. And just like when we were circling the shoulders before, you can find a pace that's perfect. It can be quite fast or it can be really slow or anywhere in between. Just a speed that feels right to your body for today. Okay, and then bring that all the way down. And we're going to come back into that one more time. So now lift those arms, bend your elbows, fingertips to the shoulders. This time we're just taking one at a time. So it's kind of like a lazy backstroke. If you just decided you wanted to backstroke with your elbows, elbows only, and now start to turn your head all the way to the side as you take that elbow back. And you'll really start to turn and twist your whole torso. Make sure you're still breathing. Let the breath flow. And let's do once more here, and then once more here, and then come all the way down and shake those hands out. All right, we're going to do some cat-cow, but we're going to do it with a wide V leg position. So take your legs fairly wide apart, comfortable distance for you. Have your feet nice and flat on the ground. And we're just going to start to come into that cow part of the pose. So we're arching the back, open up your chest, look up a comfortable amount, and try to roll your shoulders back. And then the cat part, slide your hands forward, round your back, and let your chin fall all the way down towards your chest. Now with the breath, inhaling, open up, lift that heart, exhaling, rounding, try to press the small of your back, especially back. Inhale, opening up. Remember to pull those shoulders back. Exhaling, rounding, chin comes all the way down. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. And then inhale and come to just a neutral position with your spine. All right. We're going to take the arms out in front and then go ahead and backstroke again with that right arm and then backstroke with the left arm and then keep going and just make this perfect for your body. So you might need to make your movements a little smaller, a little more gentle. That's totally fine. But begin to do that same thing where you look back as you take that arm back and let the breath flow. Try to let your breath get more and more relaxed as we go through these poses. We don't want the breath to get tense during the yoga. We want it to relax. All right, and then come down, and then hands on your lap. Shrug those shoulders up to your ears. Really squeeze them up, and then exhale, come down. We're going to do that again. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, come on down. One more time. Inhale, squeeze them up. And exhale, come on down. Okay, and then yeah, just shimmy out your shoulders a little, or you can shimmy up and down, doesn't matter. All right, coming into the legs and hips a bit more, start by lifting your right knee up. You can hold on to the outside here, or if it's better, you can hold on to the underneath of the knee. Just start to sit up really straight. Feel the sides of your waist, which are right here, the sides of the waist, lengthening up. And that is what is helping you sit up straighter. Now keep that length and hug that knee up even a little bit more. All right, now hold on underneath if you're not already. Try to straighten your leg and flex your foot. And then release into a point, which stretches the top of the foot. And then flex again. And then point, take your time and flex, and then release and shimmy out the feet. And grab your left knee up, holding on around the front or underneath. And begin to move your awareness into the side waist area. So it's kind of from your hip up to your armpit along the sides of your body. Lengthen up and squeeze that knee up towards the chest. And then hold on underneath, straighten out your leg, flex your foot all the way, and then point, and then flex, which is a great calf stretch, and even the back of the knee, and then point, and then flex, and then release and shimmy out the feet. And we're going to do a bit of marching here. So we're just going to start to swing the arms and march the legs. And be careful that you don't whack your arms into the seat of your chair. And you can make loose fists. And so it's a little bit of a power walk or a marching. And this is pretty challenging. Gets your heart rate up, which is awesome. Try to keep it up a few more times. It's also a great core workout. And then come on down. All right. We're going to come back into that wide V angle with your legs, as wide as you're comfortable with the feet flat on the floor. And with your hands on the legs, turn your fingers in, begin to lean forward, just to the point you're comfortable with. Once you're there, try to lengthen your spine out from your hips. Should feel really good in your lower back. You can stay here. This is great. If you want to, you can start to lower down by walking your hands down your legs. You're even welcome to drop your head all the way down. And then if you're down, come on back up. We're going to add to this. So we're going to lift left arm up first and then side bend over towards the right. You're welcome to lower down onto that elbow. And this is really getting the sides of the waist areas. So from that left hip all the way up through the left shoulder. Breathe into that stretch. Let go of any tension that's come back into your face or your jaw. And then go ahead and come on up. And we'll switch sides. Lift the right arm up and begin to lean left. Welcome to drop down onto the elbow there. Be aware of that side of your waist on the right side. Send your breath right into that area, keeping your face just nice and soft and spacious. All right, and then come all the way up, and then we're going to roll the shoulders. Let those arms just float freely as you roll your shoulders a couple of times. All right, and come on down. So we're going to come to standing. If you are up for this, great. If you're not really up for standing poses, you can stay seated and just follow along with basically the upper part of the body or even the lower part of the body if you can do it while sitting down. You can just kind of modify the best you can. But if you're up for standing, we're going to go ahead and stand up, change my angle a little, and go behind your chair. So you're going to get behind your chair like this. I'm going to move my chair because I don't have enough space, but whatever you need to do. So standing behind your chair, hold on, have your feet hip width apart, and you want your feet about 1.5 feet out from the chair. And then slowly begin to come up onto your tiptoes, lift those heels, and then lower your heels. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lift to the toes. Exhale, lower. Now when the heels come down, try to lift your toes off the floor. And then bring the toes down. Lift those heels. Inhale. And exhale, heels down. Toes lift. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lifting to the toes. Exhale, heels down. Toes lift. And then just shake the legs out one at a time. Gently. Okay, so go ahead and step your right foot forward and your left foot back. Both feet are flat on the floor. You want to angle your back foot in a little bit. So the right foot is forward, left foot is back. Begin to bend your right knee. Try to keep your back legs straight, as straight as you can. We're coming into our Warrior One practice here. So if this is available to you, lift that left arm up into the air. Keep the right knee bending. If you want, you can lift the other one up as well. Feel the sides of your waist lifting up out of your hips. Keep that right knee bending. Smooth out and relax your breath. All right, bring your hands back to your chair and now just begin to straighten your front leg. And if you can, or I should say as much as you can, start to lean forward and down over your chair. And you'll begin to stretch the back of that right leg. All right, and then bring yourself up and just walk your back foot in, shimmy out your legs a little bit, and we'll switch sides. So left foot forward, right foot back, and you're starting to bend your left knee. Try to keep the back leg straight. If you're up for it, bring that right arm up. If you'd like to, join in with the left. You can always take the hands back to your chair whenever you want. And then come on down and start to straighten your front leg. Begin to lean forward and down. And as you do this, it should bring a lot of stretch into the back of your left leg, which is what we want. If you want more stretch, just think about lowering your chest towards the floor. Okay, then go ahead and come all the way up and just shake out the legs a little bit. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways. You all do not have to, but I want to be able to show you this next one from the side. So you're still holding on to the back of your chair. Start to walk your feet back and let your head begin to drop down between your arms. Lean your hips back away from the chair. If you need to bend your knees a little, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. You can always have a bend in the knees. Breathe into your rib cage and breathe into the sides of the waist. So we're doing a lot of side waist stretching in today's practice, which is wonderful for our breathing, which means it's wonderful for our health. Relax any tension from the face. Flow the breath through. And then go ahead and bring yourself all the way up. Take your time here as we come from a low position to upright again. Okay, one last thing before we stop our standing poses. We're going to do warrior two. So step your feet wide apart. The distance is up to you, comfortable distance. And then turn your right foot all the way to the right. So that right foot points to the side. Your back foot will angle in a little, totally fine. And then begin to bend your right knee. So this is the warrior two stance. You're bending the right knee, keeping the back leg straight. If you can, you're going to bring your right fingertips to the shoulder here. Okay, and we're going to inhale, then exhale, tuck down to the right. Try to tuck your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, come up, and then lean back towards your back leg, which is a side stretch. Now come on up. We're going to exhale, tuck down. Inhale, lift up. If you want to, you can bring that other hand to your hip. Totally up to you, or just keep it on the chair. Come to standing. Exhale, pull that elbow towards the knee. Inhale, come up and lean on back. Oh, yeah. Okay, come on out of it and just walk your feet in together. And then our second side. So take your feet comfortable distance apart again. This time turn your left foot all the way out to the left so it's pointed to the side. The back foot will angle in a little so it can stay flat on the floor. All right. And then we're going to take left fingertips to the left shoulder. Start to bend your left knee. Good. Take a breath. Now exhale. Lean down to the left. Try to pull that elbow towards your knee. Inhale, come up and lean back towards that back leg. So we'll try to flow a little bit with this. So exhaling, pulling down. If you want to have that hand on your hip, feel free. Inhaling, leaning back. Exhaling, leaning down. You can go slower if you want. Inhaling, leaning back. And then one more time, you all. If you're still with it, exhale, pull on down. And then inhale, leaning back last time. Good. And then release everything and just walk your feet in. Shimmy out your legs a little bit. Just give them a little shake. And come on back to your chair. We'll sit again. And we'll stretch out the neck just a little bit. So just sitting upright on your chair with your feet maybe a little wider than hip width apart. And then we're just going to start to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then come to center and then drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And notice how the two sides feel different. There's a lot of different feeling in the neck. Come to the first side again. Now coming to the right, try pulling your chin down a little. Notice what that feels like in your neck. And then come back to where you were and then try tipping your chin up a little towards the ceiling. And then just experiment and find a good place to be focusing your gaze, a good place for your neck where the stretch feels really good. And then release up to center, and we'll do the other side. So now you're dropping left ear towards left shoulder. And then experimenting. So trying to lower your neck, your chin rather. Notice what that feels like in your neck. Then come back to the original and maybe try lifting your chin towards the ceiling. So it goes into all these different areas of the neck. You can actually keep moving, or you can just try to find one position of your chin that feels like a really good stretch in your neck. And then gently come back up. And then squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Inhale, and then exhale, and come on down. And we're going to, we're going to take the arms like this. Yeah, we're going to take the arms like this. All right, and first you're just going to bring your arms up level with your shoulders. Then we're going to lower down towards the ribs. And then lift to the shoulders and keep going. Try to lift higher. And then come all the way down to the ribs. And we'll flow with that. So we're going to inhale, lift up just as high as your shoulders let you. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come on down. Let's do one more time because it feels so good. I hope it feels good to you. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come on down and just release and shake it out a little. And then open your arms nice and wide and then cross them and give yourself a really big hug and begin to turn to one side and then center and then turn to the other side and then center and turn and center and keep flowing with this, with the flow of your breath. All right, come to center, open your hug again, and then hug yourself with the opposite arm on top. Now turn, and this time we're going to add the neck. So look with your head to the opposite way of your elbows as you turn. So you're getting an extra little stretch and twist of your neck. All right, once more. And then to center, and then open those arms, and then come all the way down. All right, lift your right knee on up. We're going to come into our eye of the needle because we can't skip that because it's so satisfying. Cross that ankle over the knee, or you can just cross ankles in front of each other down on the floor. Sit up nice and straight. Think sides of the waist, lengthening up, hips to the armpits. If you would like to, begin to lean forward, or you can come on down. Let go of any tension in the eyes, in your forehead, in your jaw. And feel yourself settling into that space inside you where it's very calm, quiet, stable. And then lifting yourself all the way up. Come on out of it one last time. Just hug your knee way up. Lift the sides of the waist and then come down and shimmy out your feet. Hug that left knee up. All right, then we're crossing either ankle over knee or crossing ankles in front of each other. Pause for a second. Lengthen up those side waists up out of your hips. Stay there or start to lean forward. Relax your breath. Try to let go of anything that you feel like is squeezing your breath a little bit. Free up your breath. And then go ahead and sit on up. Release that leg. Try to hug your knee up towards your chest one last time. Lengthen up those side waists. And then come on down and shimmy out your legs. And we'll go ahead and relax. We've gotten all the way to the end. Scoot yourself on back in your chair. Make yourself comfortable. Feet at least hip width apart, if not more. Hands settled in the lap. And close your eyes. And now is this time we give ourselves to let the body relax and to also keep letting our minds unwind. So we're taking a last couple of minutes to let the mind just loosen itself from all of the knots that it ties itself into as we think our way through our lives. So we're just letting go of thinking. I mean, thinking will still happen, but instead of focusing on that, let your focus be on relaxing. Relax the soles of your feet and your toes. Relax your legs and your seat. Relax hands and fingers. Relax your back and your chest. Relax your neck and shoulders. And relax the front of your face. Relax the back of your head, the top of your head. And just feel that as you let yourself get more and more relaxed, that your hearing opens up more and more, and that your hearing actually becomes clearer and clearer the more relaxed you get. And then bring focus back to your breath. Deepen your breath a little. Wiggle your fingers and toes or stretch around a little, however you'd like. And then go ahead and bring the hands together into prayer position. Thank you all so much. Lovely practicing yoga with you. And hopefully, I will see you at some point. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.